Are you wondering where God is? Are you going through something and just wondering where could God possibly be in all of this? And why is he letting me to continue to go through this difficult time, this trial, this suffering, this affliction? Well, you're not alone in thinking that way. In fact, there's a whole book of the Bible that deals with this feeling. It's called the book of Lamentations. It's typically attributed to Jeremiah because it may be poems that he wrote during the time of the Babylonian exile, where Babylon came and took Judah out of their homeland and took them captive. These poems collectively are called Lamentations because they are poems of lament, because they are discussing the destruction and the suffering that Judah experienced at the hands of Babylon. To make things even more difficult and complicated, Jeremiah prophesies in his book of prophecy, which we call Jeremiah, that Babylon was taking Judah into captivity as a punishment against Judah for their rebellion and sin against the Lord. So sometimes we experience suffering because of the sin and rebellion of other people. And sometimes we experience suffering because of our own sin and rebellion. We get off the path, and that suffering and affliction is almost like a guardrail that kind of pushes us back toward walking the path that we ought to be on. So I'd like to read Lamentations 3, verses 31 through 33. Here it is in the CSB. For the Lord will not reject us forever. Even if he causes suffering, he will show compassion according to the abundance of his faithful love. For he does not enjoy bringing affliction or suffering on mankind. I like the way Robert Alter's translation translates verse 32. Though he strikes with sorrow, he will show mercy in his great kindness. That word kindness, that word faithful love there, that's that Hebrew chesed, which we've talked about many videos ago. What does this passage say about God? Well, ultimately it says he's a God of compassion, and that sometimes suffering acts as a discipline to bring us back to where he wants us to be. What does this passage say about human nature? Well, it says suffering's part of it, and God's compassion wins out in the end. So what am I going to do about it? Well, I'm about to spend some time in meditation, worship, prayer, and I think I will add to it an idea from this. There's a part of my life where I've felt like, God, why does this keep happening in this way? And where are you in this? And what are you doing? And so, one, I will pray for his compassion to come quickly and abundantly. And two, I will really pray that I gain whatever wisdom or discipline he's trying to equip me with. I don't want to miss out on that. Have you read Lamentations? What did you discover in these poems of lament? Let me know what you found, and I'll see you tomorrow.